Hey guys, it's brandijanei. Thank you so much for tuning into my channel today. In today's video, I'm going to be setting up my September budget. So if you're interested in seeing this video, please be sure to stay tuned. All right, you guys, thank you so much again for tuning in with me today. Again, my name is brandijanei, and on this channel, I do planning videos, hauls, budgeting, and teacher content. So if any of those things sound interesting to you, please be sure to hit the subscribe button and don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you can be notified whenever I post a new video. Now, like I said in the intro, I am going to be doing a budgeting video, which I know has been a super long time. Trust me, I know. I switched jobs essentially over the summer. So I went from one school district to another school district. I received my last paycheck on July 30th at my former school district, and I do not get paid again for the first time until July 15th. Today that I'm filming this, it is currently, not July 15th, goodness gracious, September 15th. So today when I'm filming this, it is currently Sunday, September 3rd. So you see, there are still 12 days until I get paid. It has been rough. Like, I am not even gonna lie. It's been rough. It's been rough. It's been rough. But I'm grateful that I started this journey when I started this journey, because I did have funds available to use to kind of make up for the lack of getting paid. So I am so grateful for just getting honestly, I'm grateful for the moment that I hit rock bottom, because that's what helped me to decide to make a life change. Like, I'm just going to keep it real with you. I'm grateful that I hit the bottom floor because that was really the motivation I needed to start, like, getting my adult life together for real. So, have I been doing what I'm supposed to be doing? Absolutely not. I have noticed during this time that because I'm not constantly checking in and I'm not constantly, staying on top of my budget like I had been December through July, I ain't gonna lie, I've been tripping, like tripping. I mean, money just flying out of here like I sell dope. I'm gonna be honest with you. So I'm going to need September for sure to, like, get back on track, get myself back together, because I completely fell back into all of the old habits. So some changes are going to be coming. You will see them as time progresses, but I'm sure you probably, if you've been here, then you already see one change now. I'm switching over to the Happy Planner for budgeting. I used to use the Erin Condren, and although I absolutely love, the style of this planner, it worked out perfectly. Sometimes, honestly, I just need more pages in between, and it just is not a thing. So that's why I decided to go to the Happy Planner. I'm going to be basically using this one now as like a messy notes, so I can just kind of write some stuff down. But for my actual, like, the planner that you will see, it will be in here. So that book over there will have more of, like, my real numbers. Not that I don't give you real numbers, but I give you more estimated numbers, especially when it comes to my actual income, and not like my full income just for my own privacy, and because that's my business. But this kind of gives you like a rough idea of what's happening. So, but there are definitely going to be some changes that I make to my envelopes, to my savings, to my just all of the things, because now I kind of have to, essentially, I'm starting over. Let's just call a spade a spade. I'm essentially going to have to start over, just because it has now been, almost what, July, August. So like 2 months since I've gotten paid, essentially. So for today's video purposes, I'm going to set up like the first few pages, and I want to just start with the monthly because obviously that part takes the longest. I am using stickers from Black Mountain Plans. Let me make sure I'm still filming. Okay, great. I do PR for her, and so this was one of the PR packages. Well, yeah, the PR stickers that she sent me. So it's a bunch of them. I did like a full flip through when I received the package to go and check that out. But I pulled like a bunch of things together to kind of put this together. So I'm going to start with the header, and I have never actually used any of these stickers in here, so I'm not really sure how they work. But I was gonna say, I know May well enough to know that they are going to be perfect. And as always, they are. I adore pandas, so I know exactly why she sent me this kit, and I am grateful for that. If you are new to budgeting and you just kind of stumbled across my channel, I am what I like to call a beginner budgeter. There's a lot of things that I don't know with regards to budgeting and finances and all those things. Like, I cannot answer any financial question for you. Like, I cannot. So don't ask me. Like, literally what you see me doing is what works best for my budget, not your budget. I don't know anything about your budget. Quite frankly, I'd rather not know anything about your budget because I can't help you because I don't know how. So you're not going to hear me using all the lingo that some of the other people use, the variable income and the fixed income. You're not going to hear me use any of that because that makes my brain hurt. So I just put it in a very realistic sense. So again, if you're here for that, let's go. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like I'm a professional budgeter because your girl just told you that I be doing too much. And I mean that. Like, I do entirely too much. For real, for real. I love stickers, clearly. I love stickers. I love sticker shops. I love supporting small businesses. I love all the things. I love other stationery supplies. I love food. I love all of the things. I love Starbucks. I love tumblers. Yeah. So I'm just doing my best, you guys. That's it. That's all I'm doing. I'm just doing my best. So if you are here and you want to do your best with me, let's go. Let's go. We can do this. So I do have the little number dots, and I will put that on off camera. A lot of this is going to be done off camera just because these videos tend to get freakishly long. But I do want to, I already went ahead and pre-labeled all of my labels. But I do want to go ahead and put, I'm going to keep, well, no. Right now, again, today is September 3rd when I'm filming this. I didn't feel the need to do it earlier because, again, I don't get paid until the 15th. So essentially, none of this matters until we get down to that point because everything before the 15th, I'm still using funds from, honestly, from like envelopes that I have. I might have to use some credit cards for certain things. Like, it just kind of depends on what's happening. So none of that is relevant to anything until we get down to the 15th. So I was going to keep Labor Day uncovered because that might be something that I actually, you know, in normal situations, I would probably spend money on Labor Day, but I am still under quarantine. So no, I don't have any Labor Day plans. I'll still be at home. So fun times, except for not fun at all. But I am definitely feeling better. My voice is still, I'm sure, very nasally to you. So I apologize if this is the first time you're hearing it. I mean, it's not all that great anyway, but I can hear that I still have some extra like congestion and a little more rasp than normal. So yay for being sick. So yeah, also, if you are new here, I am a teacher. I now teach kindergarten, and that has been quite the journey. It also has very much impacted my financial situation, just because if you're a teacher, you know, at the beginning of the year is when you typically spend the most money in preparation for your new students. So yeah, I have also had to kind of navigate that. So, but again, thank God, I'm grateful, because even with all of this that has gone on between being sick and back to school and not getting paid all this time and all of the things, I am still doing well. All of my bills are paid. I have extra to still buy things that I want, even though I don't need to. And I have a job. So it's like, you know, despite all of the things that are not so fun, there are still many, 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 many wonderful things for me to be grateful for. And I truly, truly am. All right. So that is all of the bills. Again, I will put my, what's it called? Oh, I will put the number dots on off camera. I am going to add this here. Typically in this spot, I write down like my savings. Oh, that's another thing that has changed. So I used to have Digit, and I have, because I still have that. What's the other thing called? Why can't I think about, oh, Ally. So I have Ally as my high yield savings account, and then I had Digit as like another savings account. I have gotten rid of Digit just because their system was not playing nice with my bank, and so I let that go. So hopefully I will be able to incorporate more money into savings, because I don't have to account for money being pulled out automatically through Digit, just because that's how that works. Like they would just automatically pull money out of my account from month to month. All right, so that page is done. Next over here, I know I have, does this fit? Not really, but we're gonna kind of make it fit, just because I don't actually need those. I do want to do a, let me see. I think I have, oh, Brandy, one moment, please. You need to put in your paydays. So 15. Oh, I guess I get paid on the 29th, since the 30th is a Saturday. All right, do I have, I don't need this. You guys, I just suddenly forgot what I was even looking for. Okay, paydays are in. What was I even looking for? Oh, I want to put this in. I'm going to get rid of this, check it off, and switch it for notes, because here I would like to put, let's put some washi in there, just because I feel like being extra. And I hate the lines. Mostly because I just hate the lines. And by lines, I mean white out. Ooh, child. All right, so we're gonna put notes in here, because I do like to put down any important like birthdays or events or anything that would require me to spend additional funds that is not listed in the monthly part. That part, the world is magic, is as magical. Wow, I can't even read. The world is as magical as you allow it to be. Okay, that's fine. That doesn't bother me. I want something. I know I have a no spin sticker. Apparently I'm not prepared for this video, so there's that. But I do know that I have a no spend. Okay, well, we'll just write it. I would like to keep track of any days in the month of September that I do not actually spend money. Because my goal is to have more days in the month of September that I do not spend money than days that I do spend money. All right, yeah, Okay, that doesn't bother me that there's a few little circles on the edge. We're gonna let that be what it is. I will put my important dates here, which I do have a few like birthdays and things. But again, I will write that down afterwards. I'm kind of just setting up the base with you guys, and then I'll do like a flip at the end. All right, and then these, I have some like monthly challenge cards. These came from the Happy Planner. I was using their budgeting system for a little bit, and then I changed my mind, although now I wish I wouldn't have, but it felt overwhelming to me at the beginning. Oh. Try not to use any of your credit cards for at least 2 weeks during the month. Okay. So I'm going to actually cut this. And then cut this. And it's not perfect, but it's good enough. All right, and then will you fit here? Technically, yes. Or no, we'll just put it here. Yeah, we'll just put it here. Okay, so let me glue this in, but I do like to do these little challenges so that I can kind of stretch myself a little bit more. All right, so that one came right on time. Okay, and then this is where the filler paper comes in. All right, so it is, sorry. It is nice to have, I'm gonna leave this page too in case I need to write any additional notes. This page here, I'm going to put my September budget. So I am literally just going to put this here. And this is just like filler paper that I got from Amazon. So I like to write out like my actual, like budget. I like to write down, like, it's kind of redundant because it's already on the calendar, but I like to write it down anyway. So I think I mentioned that I have a discount code in the description box, but if I didn't, I do. So yeah, if you're interested in purchasing anything, you can. All right, and then we have a section for like other expenses. And then over here, I like to put my paychecks. So this would be paycheck 1. So everything that falls in between the 15th and the 28th essentially goes on this page. And then everything that falls from the 29th until the 14th of the next month. Okay, so this month is gonna be, this is gonna be weird because technically that should probably go on my October budget. I don't know. Anyway, we're gonna just, this month is gonna be weird. So I might be doing this like double time because I'll probably do this again, put it in for October as well, because technically all of that's gonna go into October, except for that one September bill. So yeah, I'll probably be doing this again later, so this will be redundant, but whatever. So paycheck 1, paycheck 2. Then over here, I put down whatever my cash envelopes are. So I will use this label. And again, those will be changing, so you will see those changes when I do my cash envelope stuffing, because it's really not going to make sense seeing it here on paper. This paper is a little bit, the lines are not the same as regular Happy Planner paper. There we go. Just scoot that over just a little. And then this one, I'm going to put, like, if I have any, like my business related expenses, which I don't think I have. That's the one thing I forgot to mention that I need. Yeah, so that's the one thing I forgot to mention that I needed. So this will be like for my, anything that deals with my Etsy shop specifically. What's on this page? Okay, so we're gonna switch this one, and we'll switch this one and put the savings challenges here instead. Do I have one for savings challenges? Spending, transaction, savings tracker. Yeah, that's close enough. Savings tracker. I don't know what that means. So yeah, we'll switch that, and I'll put business like towards the back, because sometimes in my Etsy shop I get money and then sometimes I don't. So it doesn't really need to be in the forefront, but I do like to keep track of it. All right, and then we will put okay, so we'll put debt on this side, which honestly, the debt part, like, I will no longer be sharing, just because I feel like my debt is extremely personal, especially like right now while I'm kind of going through what I'm going through. So the only thing that you'll see is related in relation to debt is how much I've paid off. So that's just kind of my personal decision at this point. So I'm going to put this here, and this will be my any business related things. And then for the debt, I'm going to put, actually, I'll go ahead and put the debt here on this page. So yeah, we'll put the debt over here on, oops. Not far over enough. All right, yeah, we'll put the debt on this page, and then that way it'll remind me to kind of keep this one off of social media. All right, so there is that. And we will put this here. All right, and then I don't even know how many lines, so I'm not gonna do that part because I don't know how many it needs to be. All right, and then I'm gonna use these 2 pages here for like, I'm gonna try really, really hard this month to notate my expenses. Really, really hard to annotate my weekly expenses. So not necessarily for the things I use cash for, but for sure for the things that I use a card for. So yes. All right, well, I'm gonna jump off camera really quick, get this all filled out, and then I will do a flip through when I am finished. Okay guys, so you wouldn't even believe how long it took me to do this. I wish, well, I did get very, very distracted by many, many things because it was like, ooh, I should do this. Ooh, let me do this. Oh, and while I'm here, I'll do this. Anyway, it's done. So here is the September monthly. I love it. I took one of the little strips and kind of cut it up to add this part over here. I don't really need the rest of this, but you know, life goes on. Then I have this page. I wrote in my important dates. These are the 2 weeks I'm going to do the no card challenge. This page, I'll just kind of write notes on it, like, you know, as the time goes. Then I have my budget here. So my September monthly as a whole, which is essentially the calendar on paper. So I have that here. Then I put in my paycheck one, which I don't know, y'all, this just don't feel right. But I have gotten accustomed to getting paid bi-weekly, so maybe that's why this doesn't feel right, but I'm not committing to this. So, but I did change how this is going to look. So in my account, I'm going to transfer $50 over from my primary account to my secondary checking. I'm going to transfer $100 over from my primary account to my secondary checking, and then $50, because that's my business, will automatically go to my Starbucks app. So I'm going to, this money will be cash. I used to put all the categories here, but then I'm like, Brandy, you like put those in envelopes. So I've probably been doing this wrong the whole time. But anyway, these $150 will go into my secondary checking account, and that's the money that I'm going to be using for like stickers and Etsy and Amazon and just other random clothes and things that I feel like I just have to have. I'm gonna give myself a budget and really stick to it for real this time. So I was gonna do paycheck 2, but then I was like, okay, Brandy, no, for real, like that's silly. So I'm gonna put paycheck 2 because I'm pretty sure that's how I used to do it. At the beginning of the month, I would put essentially the, you know, end of the month paycheck, because really it goes into the next month. It's like kind of like getting paid on the 1st, basically. And then the next paycheck will go on that month as well. So instead of putting September 29th on here, I'm going to put that on the October budget. But I did write myself a note because I'm like, where's the rest of my stuff? So then for paycheck 1, I'm not breaking it down all the way yet because like I said, I don't trust that I did it all. So until I'm a little bit closer and I can kind of get those numbers figured out completely, we're going to just stick with here. But I know for sure these are the things that are going to be to my wallet. So I am keeping my wallet the same, except for I'm putting gas back in cash. I decided that I'm not using Upside anymore just because I don't really go to enough gas stations that are part of Upside. And so I'm like, it was just a waste of time. So I will only be using Fetch. Oh, I'm sorry, I bumped the camera. I will only be using Fetch. So I'm going to start going back to cash for gas. Then, of course, I have my beauty. I did increase my food budget because I still think that even though I was putting like, I think I was putting like $40 for food, that's really realistically for me, that's like 1 week, not 2. So I moved it up to 80. And then miscellaneous, I keep that at 50, and that just serves as like any other random house things. Did I put that over here? I'm gonna have to change this because I forgot that I include groceries. See, I'm happy we're talking this through. This paper from Amazon is trash, by the way. So I'm going to do my best to finish using it, and then I'm going to go back to getting actual Happy Planner filler paper because this is terrible. All right. And I totaled that out, but I really don't want to do that either because I just don't know. Okay, so I remembered that I do need to, household includes groceries and other things for me. I just put those into one. So $100 a week, basically $50 a week for groceries for me will be plenty, especially because one of those weeks I will be doing HelloFresh. So for me, that ends up being like, even though it's one box with 2 meals, for me, it ends up being 4 meals. So that's just less. food that I have to get. And then I have been purchasing lunch, like the cafe steamers, healthy steamer things for lunch. So that kind of is like a $3 a day type situation. And then, you know, there's other like random essentials that I put in, but that should cover food, paper towels, tissue, blah, blah, blah. Since it's just me, I don't need as much of that stuff anymore like I used to. So anyway, so I have this. I have minimized this completely. My sinking funds, I'm only going to have, what's this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 actual like folders that'll be in my black binder, which you will see again. So I do need to redo a lot of my cash envelopes. And then my savings challenges is going to be now my big A5 binder, which again, you will see when I do my cash envelope stuffing. But I am changing like all of these because I had, you know, a ton of categories before, but I really need to kind of simplify. I want to show you. I really kind of need to simplify my life. So this is what it used to be. So I've shrunk this down to just this, and this was like even included in some of those. So I've just reduced it dramatically just because I need to kind of simplify things. And the reality is most of those categories were like for my own general pleasure. And well, technically all of them are, but in particular, like birthday, planners, clothes, like all that can just go in one envelope that just says me. Because that's what it's for. Travel is obviously for me as well. Gifts are for people. So whether it's Christmas gifts, birthday gifts, holiday gifts, you know, whatever, all the money for gifts will be put in here. So I will factor in who has birthdays and events and things like that and make sure to kind of add to this appropriately. And then obviously the bills, debt, medical, and then car. I was trying to do like a new car envelope, but I'm like, okay, Brandy, let's be for real. Just put money in for a car in general, and then if you accumulate enough to put down as a down payment, great. But at the very least, you need to make sure you are doing your regular car maintenance. So, and then of course, my regular savings challenges, the brandijanei, I don't know because I do the BJs and A's. So I won't know what that is until monthly. I'm going to just do 50. So this will probably be the first month that I do not complete my September challenge, like my monthly challenge, just because normally I would do 100, but I would do $50 per. And since I'm technically only getting one paycheck for this one, I'm going to just do 50 unless I just get an influx of money. If that happens, then I'm doing the whole 100 because I do use that to pay debt. And then the 50 envelopes this time, I do have to put in 44. So I went back and looked to see what I did, what I pulled for in July, so I know. And then over here, these are the savings challenges that I currently, well, now that I will have in rotation. The ones I had already started that I messed up, or not messed up, but I had to, you know, erase or whatever. I just went ahead and tossed those. And so I'm going to get started with these. And then as new ones get added to the list, then I'll just add them to this list. And then I just kind of made a code down here so I knew what I was going to be using those funds for. The Starbucks challenges, obviously for Starbucks. So I didn't, you know, but I do want to come up with at least one more challenge that I feel like can go specifically to paying, like, you know, adding towards my car envelope. And then this is like for business. I have Etsy, YouTube. I'm claiming it. I will be monetized before the end of this year. So I'm just getting in the practice of writing it down. And then, of course, these are my weekly expenses pages, which now that I think about it, I don't actually need 2 of these because I am going to not start using this until the 15th when everything is fresh. So that'll be the week of the 15th. And then this will be, oh no, I'm sorry. So this will be for the 15th through the 22nd, well, through the 21st, essentially. Let me write that down. 15 through 21. And then this side will be 22 through 28. All right, so that way I don't forget. And then the rest of it will go on this sheet. All right, and then, so basically mine are gonna go from pay to pay and not like week to week. So I need to Anyway, I don't know what it means. And then, of course, I have like the deck tracker here, which, like I said, that won't be part of our flips anymore. But I just wanted to show you that I did, in fact, leave it in here. And I will complete this off camera. So that is it, you guys. Thank you so much. I know this video is super duper long. Next month, I will be more familiar with how this all works. And it'll be a little bit faster again, like it used to be. And I will be doing my September cash stuffing video around the 15th. So you can probably look for that on 15th is Friday. So whatever that Sunday is, because that's typically when I do budgeting videos. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope that your budget is intact. Don't be like me. Don't be like me. Do much, 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 much better than me. But don't worry, because your girl's going to come back and I'm going to do right. And I need you all to hold me accountable to that. Thank you so much for watching. Be safe, be kind, be well, and I'll catch you in the next one.